What if I told you the secret to getting stronger after 55 isn't hiding in the gym? What if all those workouts you're pushing through, all that protein you're eating, are only half the story? You've done everything right. You walk, you lift, you stay active. And yet, that stubborn weakness lingers. The recovery feels slower. The soreness just won't leave. You start to wonder, am I doing something wrong? Friends say it's just normal aging. Doctors say to take it easy. But deep down, you know something doesn't feel right. Here's the truth. The problem isn't your effort, and it's not your muscles. It's a hormonal disconnect, a quiet breakdown that happens when we sleep, or more often, when we don't. After 55, our bodies play by different rules. We can't cheat sleep anymore. 5 or 6 hours, that's not enough. Because for us, poor sleep doesn't just make us tired, it shuts off muscle repair. And sometimes, it even triggers muscle loss. That's why you can train hard, eat clean, and still feel like your strength won't stick. Your body simply isn't getting the signal to rebuild. Tonight, that's what we're going to change. I'll show you 3 simple, science-backed rituals that help your body turn on its repair mode again. But more importantly, we'll go beneath the surface into the why. You'll see how these habits reawaken your human growth hormone, your body's master repair signal, and how they calm cortisol, the stress hormone that quietly steals your progress while you sleep. This isn't about pills or quick fixes. It's about sending a new message to your body, a message that says, rest now, repair now, rebuild now. Before we dive in, leave your name and where you're watching from in the comments. It's inspiring to see this community growing people from every corner of the world, all working to stay strong, stay independent, stay alive in motion. All right, let's begin. Ritual 1. The HGH Reset, the 90-minute rule. Our first ritual isn't an exercise. It's a message, a hormonal signal that tells your body, it's time to repair. Most people hear Human Growth Hormone, or HGH, and think of athletes or bodybuilders. But for us, for those of us over 55, it's something far more vital. HGH is the quiet architect behind every repair you make. It's what takes the protein you ate and stitches it back into stronger muscle fibers. It's what keeps your bones solid, your joints moving smoothly, your recovery alive. It is quite literally your body's stay strong signal. Here's the twist that almost no one talks about. Nearly 70% of your entire daily HGH is released in one single pulse. That pulse happens in the first 90 to 120 minutes of deep sleep. Just one shot, one precious window, but there's a silent thief, a hidden switch that can cancel that entire process. That switch is insulin. When you eat sugars or carbs before bed, even innocent ones, a cookie, a banana, a glass of milk, your body releases insulin to manage the sugar. And insulin and HGH, they don't get along. They're like oil and water. When insulin is high, your HGH signal gets blocked. Your body's master repair command silenced. All that work you did during the day, the walks, the stretches, the effort, left unrepaired. So here's the ritual, simple but powerful. The 90-minute rule. No food except water for at least 90 minutes before your head hits the pillow. That's it. By 8:30 p.m., the kitchen is closed. You're not starving yourself. You're clearing the runway for your body to rebuild. This quiet gap gives your insulin time to fall, your brain time to prepare, and your body permission to unleash that deep wave of HGH repair. If you truly need something, grab a small handful of almonds or walnuts. The healthy fats barely touch insulin, but they calm hunger. You're not skipping a snack. You're protecting your most powerful 90 minutes of the night. The 90 minutes when your body decides whether to age or repair. This is where recovery begins. In silence and in discipline. Ritual 2. The Cortisol Shield. The 60-minute wind down. If HGH is your body's master repair signal, then cortisol is its opposite. Cortisol is the stress hormone, the ancient fight or flight switch. It's what keeps you sharp, awake, ready to face danger. And when it rises, it does one thing very efficiently. It breaks down muscle to create instant energy. Think about that. HGH builds, cortisol breaks down. You simply cannot be in repair and in stress at the same time. And here's the tragedy of modern life. We spend the entire day soaking in cortisol deadlines, bills, bad news, family worries. Then when night comes, we expect to just shut it off, flip a switch, and fall peacefully asleep. But the body doesn't work like that. We carry the day's stress right to the pillow. We check one more email, scroll one more feed, watch one more story, and every time we do, the brain hears one message. Stay alert. The day isn't over. Cortisol rises. Heart rate stays up. Deep sleep gone. That's why we need a cortisol shield. A clear signal to your body that the day is officially over. That it's safe to rest, safe to heal. This is the 60-minute wind down. Step 1. 1 hour before bed, all screens go dark. Phone, tablet, computer, TV, everything. The blue light from those screens tells your brain it's still noon. And when your brain thinks it's noon, it shuts down melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. Step 2, dim the lights. Mimic the sunset. Bright overhead bulbs keep your brain wired for daytime. So instead, use soft lamps, warm tones. Create the feeling of dusk. Step 3. Do one gentle analog thing. Read a real book, something calm. Listen to quiet music. Stretch slowly. Or write down your thoughts. Get them out of your head and onto the page. This isn't wasted time. This is your most productive hour. You're not just relaxing, you're resetting your entire nervous system. You're telling your body, the threat is gone. It's safe now. It's time to repair. You can't fight your way to recovery. You have to invite it. Ritual 3. The Muscle Fuel Protocol. The Protein Anchor. So far, we've done 2 powerful things. Ritual 1, we called in the repair crew, our Human Growth Hormone. Ritual 2, we sent the demolition crew home, our stress hormone cortisol. Now, it's time to give the repair team their building materials. Those materials are amino acids, the little bricks that make muscle, bone, and tissue stronger. And here's where so many of us, especially past 50, go wrong. We focus on daily protein. We hit the number. But what we forget is our bodies can't store protein like they used to. We can't just save it up for later. When we fall asleep, our body begins an 8-hour fast. And if there's not enough amino acids in the bloodstream, your body still needs to repair your heart, your organs, your joints. So it looks for protein elsewhere, and the place it finds it is your own muscle. That's the cruel part. your body starts to break down what you've worked so hard to build. A slow, quiet process called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. We're literally cannibalizing our own strength, simply because we didn't give the body enough to work with before bed. So, we fix that. We anchor our protein. We use something slow, something that releases amino acids through the night like a steady drip. That's the muscle fuel protocol. Here's how it works. This ritual connects directly with Ritual 1, your 90-minute rule. If you're in bed by 10 p.m., your 90-minute window starts at 8:30. That's the moment for your protein anchor. What kind? A slow-release protein. The most researched, most effective, casein. Casein is found in dairy. Unlike whey, which floods your system and disappears fast, casein forms a gentle gel in your stomach, releasing amino acids for 6 to 7 hours straight. It feeds your muscles while you sleep. You've got 2 simple ways to get it. Option 1, the food route. Half a cup of cottage cheese or plain Greek yogurt, both rich in natural casein. Small, light, and deeply nourishing. Eat it right as your 90-minute window begins. Option 2, the supplement route. 1 scoop of casein protein powder. Mix it with just a splash of water or almond milk, thick, almost like pudding. Not a big drink, just a slow fuel source. And here's what happens when you do this. You're not having a snack. You're stocking the shelves for your repair crew. You're making sure that when HGH shows up to rebuild, the lumber is already stacked. Instead of turning your 8 hours of sleep into a slow muscle loss, you turn it into a quiet, powerful muscle gain. That's what real recovery looks like, fueled, supported, and earned. As someone who spent years working with older adults, I want to remind you of something simple and powerful. Consistency always beats intensity. Every single time. Doing these rituals perfectly, once a week, won't change much. But doing them well enough, every night, that's where the transformation begins. Your hormones, your brain, your muscles, they all live by rhythm. They learn through repetition, not from pressure, but from pattern. So make these rituals part of your evening rhythm. Attach them to something you already do. Set a small alarm 90 minutes before bed. When that chime goes off, that's the signal. The kitchen closes, the phone goes dark, the lights soften. That's your anchor, your quiet transition from day mode to repair mode. And about Ritual 3, the protein anchor. If you notice that even a small meal close to bedtime, listen to your body. Always. Your body, not a video, not a routine, is your ultimate guide. In that case, lean on Ritual 1 and Ritual 2. Keep that fasting window. Protect that wind-down hour. And simply make sure your dinner, your last real meal, carries enough protein to support recovery. This isn't about ego. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about awareness. You're learning a new language, the hormonal rhythm of your own body. Give it time. Be gentle. Be consistent. That's how strength truly returns. Before we finish, I need to share something important. A reminder about safety. These rituals are gentle, natural, and built on well-understood human biology. But even the safest habits aren't one size fits all. So please, listen closely. If you are managing type 1 or type 2 diabetes and you use medication, especially insulin, you must talk with your doctor before changing your nighttime eating schedule. Adjusting your food without adjusting your insulin can be risky, even dangerous. Your medical team knows your body best. Always check with them first. If you've been diagnosed with kidney disease or renal insufficiency, you may already be on a protein-restricted plan. Do not add extra protein, even casein, without approval from your nephrologist or registered dietitian. And finally, if you're being treated for a diagnosed sleep disorder like severe sleep apnea, or if you're taking prescription sleep medication, discuss these rituals with your sleep specialist before you begin. Your safety is the foundation of all progress. We build from there, never around it. Always trust your doctor's guidance first. That's how you protect the body you've worked so hard to keep strong. Take a breath, slow, steady. Let it sink in. What you just heard wasn't a handful of sleep tips. You just learned a new language, the quiet, hormonal rhythm of strength and repair. You didn't just watch a video. You invested in your independence. You reclaimed control over how your body ages. You reminded every cell, every nerve, every muscle that you are not in decline, you are in reconstruction. For too long, we've been told that weakness, fragility, stiffness are just part of the deal. But that story is old, and it's wrong. Your body isn't finished. It isn't fragile, it's responsive. It's been waiting patiently for the right signals, for the right fuel, for your permission to rebuild. And now, you've given it that permission. So let's make this official. Go to the comments and write, "I am rebuilding my strength." That's not just a phrase, it's a promise, a commitment to yourself to wake up stronger, day after day. And if someone you care about needs to hear this, send it to them. Because strength, real strength, grows faster when it's shared. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. There's so much more waiting for you here. PracticalScience.com guidance and the small, powerful habits that keep you strong for life. Stay curious, stay consistent, and keep rising.